Hope everybody had a good time. If you watched football, I hope you weren't too disappointed. If you bet on the game, I hope you didn't bet it on the Patriots, bro. I hope you didn't bet against the Seahawks. Um, if you're from Boston, all love, but I hope you're okay because you guys had a hard, the New England area period, the whole run. It was not easy. Um, if you are a New England sports fan this weekend, it was not a good time out for y'all. Um, no hate, no shade. Just I know how seriously y'all take sports. What up? What up? What up? B74. Hey girl. Hey sis. What up? What up? Come on in here. Let's have this quick conversation. Y'all know how we do it. In here for a good time, not a long time. Just wanna talk to y'all about some of this Bad Bunny backlash I've been seeing. It's a little weird. A little weird. Quite weird. Quite weird. Shut up. What up? What up? Oh, does that name say Aries? You already know what it is. One time. Good to see you. Good to see you. Listen. Listen. I'm not gonna beat y'all in the head. What's up, man? Love the content. Keep going. I intend to. Thank you, King. I'm a what backlash? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of not a lot, not a lot, not a lot, but I want to nip it in the bud and just make it known that, bro, 17 minutes late today. Yo, you ain't, no, you just got here. I was actually pulled up 2 minutes earlier. I'm 117 minutes. Pardon me, but for some reason, Mechanism Monday on my Instagram took forever to upload. I'm not sure what's up with, I don't know if that's IG or my phone, but it took forever to upload. I got to get that fixed. But listen, I don't want to get into a whole big back and forth. Yes, I'm late, and I'm trying to change the subject because I don't want it carrying on the fact that I'm late. Uh, this weekend was really crazy, right? Super dope weekend. Um, I performed over in Brooklyn at this spot called at this event called the Craft. It's not the spot. The spot's not called the Craft, but the event was called the Craft. Smith and Wesson and Onyx were the headliners. Bad C did his thing. Mr. Live was there, uh, and my brother Blitz allowed me to come up as a part of his set and do a little something, trying to get the rust off. Gotta get the reflexes back. I give myself a 7 out of 10. It could have went better. There's a bunch of cues, a couple of cues that I missed. That's one thing. Turn around. J. Cole is still getting, the other thing is J. Cole is still getting all the attention he deserves on my speakers this week. And I didn't catch everything. I'm not done listening. But I sincerely hope that this isn't J. Cole's last project. Put it that way. I'm hoping this ain't his last joint. And number three, Bad Bunny put these red hat wearing cats on suicide watch. Apparently, they like the idea of him singing in Spanish and the idea of him not being an American, which is super stupid. You are telling on yourself if you're running around here saying Bad Bunny's not American. Like, how dumb can you be? Um, and he sung in Spanish, big deal. Like, I don't see y'all running around tripping over opera singers who don't translate their music into English. Like, knock it off. A vibe is a vibe. And he had something to say. The sugar plantations, like all that. It was fire. And for any of us hating on that, you need to check yourself. Something wrong with you. Something really wrong with you. If you are hating on that. But let's start from the beginning. Number one, got a couple of cats in my comments talking about, yo, Mac, you need to hang it up. First of all, the people who are telling me to stop, let's keep going. Telling me to hang it up. Number two, um, Drake decided to drop snippets during Cole's run, and I'm catching up to more snippets that came out where he's still talking from behind lawyers. And number three, Chris Brown decides to jump out and tweet, safe to say they need me after Bad Bunny's performance. Bro, I put this in Mechanism Monday, but I'm going to say it here anyway, just because. Number one, to the people, to the clowns in my comments talking about you need to, if you guys weren't so comically bad at rapping, I might take it serious. But since you are, I'll just say this. If you spent the time and energy on your bars that you spend trolling my comments, you still couldn't fuck with me. That's not a thing. You still couldn't fuck with me. That's number one. Number two, I don't know what would make Drake think that stepping on J. Cole's moment with snippets. No, you can. I'm dead serious. Still couldn't fuck. I'd tell y'all who it was, but I'd be putting them in your algorithm, and you'd never forgive me for that. But trust me, me and my boys laughed for like the entire night. We ran it back. I know their views shot up because the three people I'm talking about, I know they got some extra views because we were crying and had it on rewind. They would laughing. I was a little. They were laughing. I was a little insulted, but it was a good laugh. I was only insulted because they say you can measure a man by the quality of his enemies, and these guys aren't enemies, but for some reason they thought that we had. Anyway, Drake, I don't know what would make him think that stepping on Cole's moment or releasing snippets when we're talking about Cole is going to endear him in the eyes of people who already who already look at him as a loser and a sucker just off the strength of the lawsuit thing. Like, I'm not even no judgment necessary. I just am curious as to how they thought that was going to work. You are suing people over a battle, and now you step out, and he's still taking shots in all the snippets. I don't get the logic of any of this. Like if I'm sitting in the team, if I'm on the team, and we trying to come up with a plan to get our boy, hot again and get him out in front of these cameras and make it look good. These are not the moves that I'm coming up with. Who was in the room and didn't say, fellas, I think this is a bad idea. And lastly, Chris Brown tweeting that, the thing needs me. Bro, Chris is way too talented to resort to something like this. All Chris Brown would have had to say is, I want next. I want next. Right after Bad Bunny's performance, yo, this was fire. I want next. Show some love and then throw your hat in the ring. And I guarantee you, he'd have got the same amount of attention as opposed to saying some shady shit like, safe to say they need me. Bro, that's corny. That's corny. And he's too talented to do corny shit. He's too talented. Chris is crazy. Like he of all people who would need to tear somebody else down in order to get attention, Chris Brown is not a name that belongs on anyone's list when it comes to something like that. I'm more shocked than anything else that he would resort to that. I don't know if it can't be a light skin thing because Cole is in this. I don't know what's happening here, but like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Why, especially on Bad Bunny at this time? At this time, when ICE is roaming the streets looking like the Gestapo, modern day slave catchers, violating laws left, right, and center, no due process for anybody they catch, and this, he's speaking out for those people, for brown people who are dealing with this in this moment. And even if you're not in the fight, you still know what side you're on. This is not the dude to undermine. Mecca's hoodie game always top tier. Well, I mean, I'm going to take a quick break. You're absolutely right. Mr. There's always top tiers. Hoodie God talking here. Matter of fact, let me just tuck this real quick so you can get the whole thing. I can, but I'm sitting here spilling and you stop me talking about hoodies, but I can't ever not talk about the hoodies. It's my only. I don't buy jewelry. I don't buy sneakers. I'm a hoodie guy. This is my thing. And yes, they're always going to be. Shout out to Grateful Apparel. This is them. Grateful Apparel. You can go check that. Yeah, Grateful Apparel. Anyway. Back to Drake real quick. Just real quick. Also, if I'm sitting in the room, we might want to rethink that Iceman title. Maybe Iceman ain't the way to go right this second. Maybe we need to rethink the title of the project. I know we've put a lot into it, but unfortunately, the red hats and the orange dude in charge. The orange dude in charge of the red hats has kind of put a stain on that whole ice thing. Maybe we stay away from that. I just don't get how these moves are being made and people are under the honest impression that this is going to benefit them. Popping shit about me won't put a spotlight on you. I'm never going to mention you, so that won't help. Popping shit about Cole while he's in the mix of his run, you have to understand it's only fuel for his fire. And if he decides to aim that gun at you, do you really want that kind of smoke, bro? Like, seriously? Especially since this whole thing kind of feels like you're popping shit and hiding your hands. Because if he disses you bad enough, you're going to sue. If Cole comes up with a, not like us moment, you're going to sue. Nobody wants to fight you if they know you're going to call the cops. That's not how that go. And as far as Chris Brown, I'm just disappointed, bro. It's you're Chris Brown. You are Chris Brown. You wake up and go to sleep as Chris Brown. There's no need for you to ever throw shade at anyone's work. Ever, if you want attention. All you have to do is say, hey, I'm Chris Brown. I'd like to petition and for the Super Bowl next year, if that's okay with everybody. In 2027, I think that'd be great. Who wouldn't stop everything moving to start making moves to get Chris Brown in the Super Bowl? There's never a need to hate, especially in a time where we need to be unified. They've shown us who they consider the enemy. By they, you know who I'm talking about. They already know who they think the enemy is. We need to be clicked up and teamed up. Hating on that man at that time doesn't make any sense on any level. Not even if you're not thinking politically, you should be thinking somewhat politically. And even artistically and professionally, that was just nasty and corny to do. And something that I would expect from somebody like Drake, somebody who's capable of suing when he loses a battle. As you can tell, my respect level for Drake has dropped dramatically as far as his integrity is concerned. Nothing to do with his art, but definitely where his integrity lies. His art took a hit from me when I found out he had ghostwriters. Can't get past that. That's an asterisk, big asterisk for me. But I digress. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Please like and share, like and share, like and share. I always forget to do that, but please like and share. I'm not here for a long time, just a good time. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We're going to do it again. Mechanism Monday is now live over on my IG, but I'm about to post it here too. Pretty much just a rehash of this, but I like getting y'all live. I like the live interaction. So 6 o'clock, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all pull up over here. Give me those likes. Give me the shares. Let's run this community up and get it where it needs to be. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mechanism Monday is live on my IG, same name. And how do we super chat you? Soon come. Soon come. I'm gonna get on that in a minute. Soon. I thank you, and soon come. I think I am gonna start doing that. You're the third person to bring, fourth, fifth, seventh person to bring that up, and I keep putting it off because I'm a dumbass sometimes. Yeah, I got you on that. Thank you for asking. Thank you. I know what that implies, so I'm grateful for that. And it's on the way. That's popping sooner than later. Oh, and I got some show news. I got some show news. We about to do it, y'all. We about to do it. This year is looking very good for us. We about to get this popping, popping. In the meantime, in between time, I just had to come on here and share that. Like, hating on rappers who rap better than you, never a good idea. Throwing shade at a dude who made it a point to avoid the entire conflict because he didn't take your side or for whatever reason. Throwing shade on him and still taking shots when you call a lawyer, not a good idea. Throwing shade at Bad Bunny off the strength of his performance at this day and age and this time after that performance in front of that crowd with everything happening in the mix, everything in the balance, bro, bad idea. It's just bad fucking ideas. And I don't understand how these folks don't see that this is a bad idea. This doesn't help anybody. It doesn't even help the person who's doing it. If I'm sitting there in the room when these teams are coming up with these ideas, whether it's the dudes popping about me, Drake's team with the idea to do this during Cole's weekend, or Chris's team when he decides to go do this towards Bad Bunny, bro, everybody put your phone down. Put the phone down. Drop the phone. Back away from the phone. Please, Jesus. This will not end well for any of us. Drop the phone. I see Alamar at 6, man. Let's get to it. Be cool and stay safe. And if you're on the East Coast, stay warm. It's ridiculous outside. Later. See y'all at 6. They're not surrounded by real people to tell them that's about it. B74 from